Welcome to the 5-point series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 6th of February 1985, so time's pushing on, but we are making reasonable progress. We've now got a population of just, 14,300. We've got a reasonable happiness, which is falling. It always seems to fall during the winter and then pick up during the summer, but we do need to improve it a little bit. Our health is, I would say, is about the right level for winter. One thing about health is that you've got to pay attention to the figures. Now, one of the big one that, believe it or not, isn't the one that's at I don't know if you guys can actually see it. Actually, it says crime 31.3%. Now that looks bad, but the actual figure says 1 times. So, oh, I think it's 1. So what I've got is a one small so what I've actually got is one small hotspot of crime. The big one is actually pollution, because the figure on pollution, which is minus 1.6, is 3,128. So nearly a quarter of our population is subject to pollution, and I've got a feeling that that pollution is coming from this area here. If I show you, which is, so you can see the pollution is pushed out quite badly from this area, and I'll probably, if I had a monitor up here, don't think I've got a monitor, but I think I am getting more and more pollution from this area as well, probably from the heating plant. So what I do really need to do, I don't think I've got a pollution monitor in here, so I think what I'm going to do is we're going to put a pollution monitor up here just to see what is going on, and we'll just sneak it in very quietly there. It only needs a mud footpath because nobody works there. It doesn't do anything. It just sits there, and we'll just get that built. I think as I say, I've got a feeling that the pollution is coming from here. I mean, this doesn't produce a lot of pollution, but it's very close. So I need to find out what's going on in this area. Now, the reason the game is on pause is I want to talk a little bit about some of the preparations I do when I start a video. And one of the big things, especially when I've played through the winter, is when we get to about late February, what I like to do is go over the map and see how well the roads are cleared. So, for example, the snow clearance in this area is pretty good. We've got clearance out to here. We've got 1 or 2 points which aren't quite so good. The highway isn't that particularly good. So we've got an issue there. Of course, we've got a big issue up here because, of course, this area's not got no snow coverage at all. And then if I come down into this area, we've got the main roads. I mean, I'm really mainly focusing on the main roads. There's also the fact that I've got a lot of gravel here, but it's not the end of the world. We've got the snow coverage, or snow clearance, not coverage. So I think overall, I think I've got the balance right. Obviously, we've got snow out here, which is an issue. So maybe we need another snow clearance out here, because we're not really clearing this area. Oh, we do need that built as well. I need that gas station built as well. Yeah, so I think our weak point is out here. My garbage collection is working. Again, garbage collection is another indicator during winter that you've got problems. So if I change to the waste collection and click on there, say in the depth of winter, this is where you want to check, because if you've got any weakness in your garbage collection, it will show up because the trucks can't get round as fast as possible. In fact, winter is a very good time to check your overall strength of your economy, because obviously the lower truck speeds, if you're not clearing the snow, can be a problem. But I think we're pretty good, actually. Green across the board. And of course, when it comes to garbage collection, you always want to err on the side of too much coverage, not enough, because it's better to have a couple of trucks sat inside of your technical offices. I mean, here we got no trucks, so it means that I feel I've got the balance right a little bit. And then, of course, the next big one for winter is power. You've got to let the game run a little bit for this. I mean, we are now getting more power from our geothermal plant here. You can see here, so this is not really drawing large amounts. Sometimes you've got to speed the game up a little bit. So we're green across the board. We've got a little bit of yellow here coming out this way into this area, which might be a little bit of a cause for concern. We've got the green across here. We're looking pretty good, actually. And more importantly, this power line is green because that's bringing in the fuel from there. We've got fire. What is that? That should be, of course, again, another good test of your economy is your fire services, because this is a little bit of a distance away, but because of course the snow can actually slow up the speed at which your fire trucks get out. We've got a little bit of a hot zone here, which how overloaded? Yeah, this one's overloaded, so we may need to put in another power line here. The other one is over here, so the power drain is in this area, probably because we got plenty of stuff here. Because one of the things you can do is just put in another substation, say up about here. Let me just see, coming electricity. We got power lines off of there. My instinct is we've got power coverage from here. So that's probably covering everything in this area. Let me just see. Yeah, and then this one here is, yeah, it's duplicating and covering over quite a lot of an area here. So I think what we'll do is we'll just drop in a small substation. Actually, we need to put power up to there, don't we? I think what we'll do is we'll actually go a little bit power mad. I think we'll put a small substation in there, hook you up to there, and then we've got all this infrastructure out here as well. I think I'm going to double up this power coverage. Maybe put in then another one about here. Just put in, of course, the fuel depot here will draw a lot of power when the time comes as well. And then I think we'll go maximum, take you off about, wow, look at that, we get straight into there. Yep. And then we can, where did the power line go? There it is. Building in the way, we come out to about there. We can come behind the buildings because we're not going to build here anyway, so that can come there. Just make sure that is connected. Yep, that's connected through. And then what we'll do is we'll get the local construction office, and that will ensure that when this lot comes online we'll have good coverage here. So overall I'm happy with things. The only other kind of checks that I do is I always check the silos at the end of winter. Got 1,287 in there. and we've got there, we've got 3,000 in there. And of course another quick way that you can cover things is if you click on crops, you can go round and you can see the level of crops inside your buildings as well, so that you can actually see. I'm not exactly sure why I've got 4 tons of crops in there. Of course we've got the silo's got, we certainly need more farms, and of course more importantly we need to make sure this is fully supplied, and this one's not quite so good, but that's okay. There we can let the game run. So that gives you an idea of the type of checks that I do. I mean, I'm not going to go through, I mean, I do check for areas where there might be potential problems. That should be well within range of our fire trucks, because we've got a fire station here which is fully manned. 104 workers in it. Wow. Now what I want to do in this part is focus a little bit of attention on here. I'm starting to think that it's time to get the meat farm up and running. Now my original plan was to get the farm set into here and built, but we're not going to get it built this year, so that's going to have to come online next year. But I do need to start planning out the road system here so that we can get maximum benefit from the fields in this area. As I say, I do need to start thinking about the meat, but something else I do really need to do is start building up our clothing industry here, and I need this distribution office built so that we can start to distribute the clothes from this area, because at the moment we've got clothes sat in here not doing much, and I can't really export because of course I've got the congestion problem here, which is not going to go away until we got the rail system sorted out. Heating problem, where's that? Why have you got a heating problem? Oh, okay, you must be right on the limit. Now that is probably a good segue into this area here. What I've done is I've done a little bit of planning through the winter to be able to, just to show you. So I've put in the heating plant here. We've got the sewer and water, which we planned in the last part. I put some housing up here. There's no power yet. One thing I did realize is that we're going to have accommodation up here. We're going to need a store, because this is too far away from the store there. Plus this store doesn't really have the capacity, so we're going to put another store here, and then of course eventually we're going to have to put ancillary services in here as well, because this is a little bit too far away. So our town here is growing, and of course out here I really need to start moving out towards this area. You can see this area is completely covered in snow, because we're going to need to start building up this area so that we can start getting some oil supplies running on here. So once we get rid of the snow, we're going to start thinking about what we need to do out here. And another thing that I'm thinking of is, if we come back to, well, I should be using the map. And what I've done is just here, it's in a bit of an odd place, but I feel that this might become a new center. So what I'm working on here is a new construction office, because the economy is growing, and this construction office here needs to do more and more maintenance. So what I want is, because we're going to be building out this way, I want to put a construction office here, and then what that construction office will do is, besides building these immediate buildings, is start to bring together the this will provide the maintenance for this area as this area pushes out, if that makes sense. Because of course there's a limited range. In fact, just to give you an example, if I come to where's the construction office? There it is. This construction office is on 3,000 meters, if I can get it. And you can see that it's starting to just get on the edge, and of course that means that the farm that will be out here will be outside the maintenance range of this area here. So you can see right out here is the limit of what we're going to be doing. So this is something you do need to consider as you're expanding. Yes, you can get maintenance out here on the edge of a 3,000 meter expansion, but bear in mind it comes back to snow and things like that, that if your trucks can't get out here, then you've got a bit of a problem. So you do need to have your building maintenance overlapping. We're also going to have to think a little bit more about the potential for vehicle maintenance as well. So what I want to do here, we've got the construction office here, and I want to build up a little bit. So what we're going to do is come to roads, I think, and I want to put in a medium kind of construction office here. This is going to be for vehicle repairs, so I'm going to put that in there. I want to hook you up to there. Actually, what we'll do is we'll asphalt you out to there. Of course, this is long term, and the other thing now, of course, because we got this here, I want to be able to have an option to move some construction, not construction office, distribution offices. I can't say it this morning. And then what I would also like to do here is put another technical office here, technical services here. We're going to tuck technical services just in. We've got to make a connection. I'm hoping that if I put you, actually we could deliver, we need to deliver the resources. How do I deliver the resources down here? I think I'm delivering the only thing I'm delivering is this, isn't it? I've got a small warehouse for deliveries. So we're going to, I think I could probably tuck in a small warehouse here. Let me just do that. Storage. I think a little rural brick warehouse would be, that's the wrong way round. I think that might work. Put that there. I mean, the consumption isn't excessive. Well, it shouldn't be anyway. We put you there. It means I can then connect up. Just make sure the road connection. Yeah, you can come there. So we can deliver to there. That means I can definitely put the technical office, technical services. Put the technical services just here. Obviously, we're going to need power into this area as well. And then you can come here. I mean, this will probably be for snow coverage, because obviously we're going to push out this way and up this way eventually. So, and then what I would like to do is that gives us a bit of space so that I can put some technical offices in for meat distribution, moving crops. And of course, the advantage is not technical offices, sorry, distribution offices. I've got technical offices on the brain. What we can do is put distribution offices here, and of course the advantage of having distribution offices in range of a vehicle repair section is the fact that that will then help us with respect to the so that we don't have to send out trucks because they're in range. Now, on respect, the other thing about vehicle repairs is one building which I haven't built yet, which I do need to start thinking about building. It's this repair building. In fact, what I do need to do is build this. We're going to start building. This is the depot. And again, this is actually built. This is the repair station that's going to maintain the trains. And the other, we got that repair depot there. And then, of course, going out this way, we've got this office here. And this is going to be a rail distribution office, or my main one in this area. And I think what I wouldn't mind doing, actually, can I get a small repair depot? I think we could get that. It's not going to build it, is it? I wonder. Oh, it will go just in there. Tuck you in there. And once, as this gets built, that probably needs to be built. What this will do is maintain the trains that are in this distribution office, which is something that's going to be quite important. And again, it opens up an opportunity to put some another building alongside it. This is one thing about when you plan repair buildings, is you want to try and make space so that you can kind of capitalize on it. How are we doing here? It looks like we've now starting to make a start on building our bridges here. Now, the problem we got here is that this actually needs electro components, and I don't think we've got electro components, so let me just check. Because I don't think... No. Okay. We need to start thinking about delivering electro components to here. How much we got? Don't want 10 tons. I want to limit the amount. Actually, who's delivering here? Because I'm looking for, where are you? You're bringing gravel. Where are you? It's this dedicated distribution office here, isn't it? I think what we'll do is we'll add a covered hole here. I mean, just add a covered hole in there, and then we'll just use the one covered hole, because we haven't got that many bridges to build, so we just need enough to bring in some electro components to build the bridges, and then that would be it. That is, again, is probably a good segue into the next kind of major industry that I need to plan. That is electro components and the elements of it as well, electronics. I don't want to overload this, and what I've got is this area out here. The only trouble is it's a bit of a long way away from the supply of oil, because if I remember correctly, if we're going to, where is it? Is it metallurgy? No, electronics. This needs, we need plastics, chemicals, and steel to make electrical components. And then to make electrical, oh, this is it. And then electronics needs mechanical components and plastics. So of course we're going to need to bring the rail out to bring mechanical components. So I think it's maybe time to start thinking about activating this town, but I've got my construction camp out here, and we will eventually have coal and steel out here. So I think maybe this will be the ideal place to start putting together our electro components. And of course we're going to need to run a power line out here as well. So but the trouble is I really do want to put some focus on this area, and I have had a plan out here to get started, because I don't really want to run a major power line all the way out here. So I've kind of come up with a little bit of an idea, and that is to begin with, I think I've got wind turbines. The advantage of wind turbines is they don't need power, but I could create a grid here, say for example, so we could get, rather than having, so the idea is that we'll have a series of large wind turbines here. The only problem is whether it's going to be efficient enough, but it might be enough to get a few pumps running. I mean, they don't require that amount of vast investment. So the idea is that we put wind turbines here. That would keep the pumps going, and it doesn't require a workforce. And then, of course, what we'll build in here is a labour camp. And to that end, I need to start thinking about a road crew. What's up? Oh, we need those built. I also need that built now. So during this year, I need to get the road infrastructure finished here. I am thinking oil refinery about here. Let me just see fossil fuels. Where is it? We're kind of talking an oil refinery, say about here. We've got the oil pumps there. Obviously it's not that flat. Yeah, we'll probably have to put the oil refinery about here. Actually, we could put it down, couldn't we? So we could plan it. I think I'd like to push it back maybe this way a little bit. A little bit worried about the level of the terrain here, but I do need to start planning some of this stuff. A bit worried about the fact that the line's coming in. Don't think this is going to work very well. It's dropping down a little bit. That's better. I want the contour line to push out onto a platform, not have a hole. Right, I think if we put the oil refinery there, we can extend this road like that. Maybe across the front like that. This can just connect up there and get rid of that. Of course, we've got the pumps running from there. Now, we got a pump here. Now, what I want to do is, if we come to here, I want, oh, this is, that is running that way. These are all on the wrong side. I can never remember about whether it's a direct connection or not. Because a direct connection means that the oil refinery can draw from the pump, from the actual oil reserves. I need to check actually. I think it's a direct connection. If you put a pump, then what happens is it's no longer treated as an external thing. I need to check that, guys. Sorry about that. I can never remember. It comes down to the fact it's a bit like warehouses and all that. If there's a direct connection, then the the factory treats it as its own storage. I'm pretty sure that is, but I'll check that. It's not urgent. I can check it. I mean, if you guys know and want to remind me, feel free. It's a very subtle difference that if you put a pump in between, the pump isolates the storage from the refinery. Therefore, the actual so it means what that actually means is that the tank isn't part of the internal storage of the refinery, and ideally, if I remember correctly, is that what you want to do is make sure that that is there. Right, we've now got this here. First thing I want to do is get rid of everything except reconstruction, because I want to control what this guy actually does. We'll push you to 2000, and we're going to remove everything from here. So I don't want you building everything in this area, because it just problem with this guy on auto detect is that he will be misleading. What I do need now is we don't have that many slots. Next thing I want to do is, if we come to here, I think we can copy in. This is a brilliant tool. That copies in everything there. Boards. We're going to need to think about some board production as well. Concrete, yeah, asphalt, gravel, truck aggregate. Workers, probably not. I need you. Your workers pickup point is going to be there. Actually, I think I might have done the wrong one. Oops. I think I've messed that up. I think I changed the wrong one. You can, I think you can pick up from there. And you can pick up from here. Right, what we need here is, I don't want this as a road crew. I want this as a, so you have to blow a big pile of money on this. We will need a couple of dumpers. The open holes we're going to be okay with just at the moment. We're going to need some concrete mixers, capacity, speed actually. We've got a couple of concrete mixers. Worry about the excavators, don't need rollers. We're not going to use road. Do I want road cranes? I'd rather use the tower cranes, but I'm not seeing them on here. Why am I not seeing tower cranes on here? That's probably because they can't be delivered, because we can't buy them. We're going to need a couple of excavators. Oh, we need some buses. I think we're a couple of buses. Now, what I do need to do is, I mean, I don't want to fill it up completely from the get-go. We've also got this road crew here. I want to keep this set up because we may need it to build out that way. So we'll make this into a general purpose building. I'm kind of looking for... Oi, what are you doing? I want you... What are you doing? Wow. Have you been running backwards and forwards? Okay, I actually want you. I thought that you were meant to be in there. because we're going to need a couple of excavators, which I want to buy here. Again, workshop, please. So I'm always clicking on the what we call it, the kind of old vehicles. So we've got a couple of excavators. Capacity. What we got here? 38. We've got a couple of E51 E38s. Right. We get a couple of those, and we're going to look at these and nope. Show vehicles, right? The KMC 5410 can carry it. Was that vehicle that's gone back? Are you the KMC? Yeah, you're the 5410. So your job, cancel that. Go there, pick up vehicles, and deliver to the construction office. Unload. Oops. Just let you run backwards and forwards. You can deliver. What I do want here is a couple of tower cranes. Oh wow, what are you going for? Why are you? Why are you picking up so much food? Okay. Right, we need a couple of tower cranes. In here. Where's the tower crane? There we are. What we got here? You're speed 95. You're speed 95. Okay, want two of those. Tower cranes really push up the building again. We need to make sure. Yep. All right. So we're gonna get that going. I think we'll get another. Just buy an open hole up here. Get maintenance already. Right. We need an open hole and get the KMC, and of course we're going to need a covered hole. Where is it? I'm going to go for speed. Get. I think we'll just need 2 covered holes. Because of course this guy's going to pick up maintenance requirements for the moment. He already repaired it. Well, it's probably a crossover with the other block, but what we want to do is just build this guy. I think I might put a road crane in as well. What have we got in the way of road cranes? Getting capacity 24, 23. Got, oh wow, we'll just put one of those in as well. And we'll just let this build up. I think what we might do is, I wouldn't mind building that silo there. So maybe we'll give these guys, actually, what you can do at the moment is give an assist to the road crew. Yeah, we'll just use this guy as a kind of a little bit of a temporary road crew for the moment. Actually, think what we will do is get you another dumper. We will need fuel on this as well. So let me just see, how's the fuel situation here? Not good. This is already full. Okay, we're just gonna have to run with limited fuel at the moment. Let's say this doesn't need to be fantastic at the moment. Actually, how's my population? Well, population is still growing. Right, and this is prefab panels. Actually, I think you can give an assist to that at the moment. What on earth is that? That looks very much like a what we call it, a paver. Actually, that could be worth a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the pavers. Right. No, it's not a paver. Must be a roller then. Oh look, are you a roller? Nope. God, this was 24 kilometers an hour. This one's bigger. I've got no idea what that vehicle is then. That says that's a tractor. Got no idea what that is. That could be a combine actually. Let's see if it's a combine. I'm open to a. I wish there was a way in the description that actually said what it was. Have a look and see if it's a harvester. Nope. Got no idea what that is actually then. Oh well, that's the way it goes. I think the truck is. Where is it? That. You. Of course, we're going to put another load on here. Unfortunately, you're going to load 5 points electrode components and why did I click there? Don't need that. And I think what we'll do is we'll put you on there, unload electrode components, and what's the capacity there? 0.95 tons. I think we're going to put, let me just see, we'll put about 3 tons on there. I think I don't want to put too much in there. Got unemployment again. We've got 68 people unemployed. Aha. Yeah. What are we doing? No workers or mechanism. So we've got to build through the viaduct here. Right, we've got this built now. I'm gonna have to spend. I need a couple of covered holes in here because this is going to be my distribution. I'll get 2 in there. Your job is going to be to pick up from here. You can get it. This one's always a problem. And your job is going to be, we're going to start by delivering clothes to there. Oops, no, not there. Let's get rid of that one. We'll pick up clothes there. Deliver clothes there. Deliver clothes there. What we've got here. And who's the other one? Right, I want to go back to who's delivering the clothes over here. Aha. Okay, we've got a problem. Do I have a priority system here? Right, I think that's it. Okay, Houston, we have a problem. If I can change this a bit. As priority. That doesn't, that does. How am I going to get this sorted out? We kind of got a circular kind of a run here. I think if I put a road, sometimes if you do something like that, it can disturb the traffic. This truck is blocking this truck. It's blocking this truck, which is coming out of there. Let me just change this to two-way. Sometimes that will work. Okay. It's cascading. Yeah, I know I've got a traffic jam game. What we got here? If we send you sometimes if you start to move one truck, you can start kind of loosening things up a little bit. Yeah. We can, right, get these guys moving across there. Come on, you can do it, game. This guy, come on. Right, we've untangled it a little bit. What are you? You're from the repair station. Right, what are you? You go to there. That's not going to work. You're from coal and gravel as well. You can go there. might be causing the problem. Okay. Let me just put in a to there, a row to there. Let me just put this back two-way, this two-way. This can go to there, to there, to there, to there. What you? Let me just send you. Can't send you anywhere. The problem is these trucks that are crossing. Can't go to that depot anymore. Can't send you there. You're queuing up there. Okay, we've got a bit of major disaster, and I can't delete vehicles. I need some space where I can send a truck or get rid of a truck. Can I send you to there? Okay, we've kind of eased that off a bit. Problem is I'm damaging my infrastructure at the moment. Right, we're starting to get a little bit of movement now. Okay, haha. We untied the knots. Okay, I think we cracked it. Trouble is, what were you? You were moving mixed waste, but where did you come from? I think you came from there. So we should be able to send you back to there. Luckily there was no staff in here because this was shut down. We've got these guys were picking up gravel, transporting gravel. Now I'm pretty sure they were working out of one of these offices here. I think. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you came from there. Right, we've untangled the knots. Now comes the fun bit, because I think for the moment we'll just leave this the way it is, and so that they can keep moving. The problem is they queued back from here. So I'm a little bit worried about what I did Where do you pick gravel up? Yeah, you're picking the gravel up from the water filtration plants. See, this is one of the problems. You get a traffic jam like this. It's already building up again. I think that flow may work for the short term, because these guys have got alternatives to get through. Yeah, I don't think this gyratory system actually worked that well, so we're just going to have to keep an eye on this. See, the problem is it's tailing back from here. Right, we got that done. We've got our construction office working here, working on a road. The office that is built. I really want to push. This is being built out here. I'll just make sure the road crew is working on these. In fact, I think we're going to push the priority up on this one. My instinct is to bring the other road crew back online, but not just at the moment. How are you doing? What jobs are you picking up? You've got nothing at the moment. Right, what I want you to do is start infilling this area, I think. Start with the heating plant here. That reminds me, we've got our major sewer line, which has been built to here. I think we're getting these guys working on that now. There's no point actually, there's absolutely no point whatsoever building this, building up here until we've got this area sorted. In fact, we're working on that connection there as well. Right, we've got people moving into here. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.